Going into her uncle's wardrobe, she took 2 bundles of money and left town. After school, when Clara failed to come home, her aunt called her. What Clara told her nearly got her into a faint. "Auntie Janet, I'm out of town and I'm not coming home until my uncle takes up the case. I saw the boys who defiled Zeela and I told him, until he agrees to prosecute them, I'm not coming home. If the parents of the boys have paid him to dismiss the case, which they might, I am not letting it go. If he doesn't arrest the boys, I'll go to a radio station to reveal what is going on." Aunt Janet tried to talk her out of it, but she knew the fabric she was made of, an unrelenting young woman for her age. For the 2 years that Clara had been with them, she had gathered information to aid the arrest of people involved in petty thievery in the town. Her only wish in life was to become a criminal investigator, and it looked like she had started training even before she got into police academy. Rumor began to circulate that Clara had knowledge of those who attacked Zeela. The boys panicked, so they hatched a plan to find her and silence her. That was how crime began. One evil deed, if unchecked, often led to the other. But before they could, they were rounded up and remanded in custody. Then Marvin, a notorious criminal and Jones's uncle, saw the search for Clara as a challenge to stamp his authority over organized crime syndicate. Using his network, Marvin searched diligently for Clara and where she might possibly be hiding, since she was not at her father's barracks in the city. He finally located her in a distant town. Clara ventured out for groceries one early morning. She encountered a former acquaintance of hers who seemed not to recognize. She called out to him, but he quickly turned away. She became vigilant. After buying the groceries, she asked to be directed to the police station. She mentioned her uncle's name, and they all beamed with smiles. After more pleasantries, she took leave of them. At least she knew the location of the local police station. As she strolled back home, she felt she was being followed. Cleverly, she took out her phone, stood aside under a tree. She turned around to snap the vicinity behind her. She caught on camera that former acquaintance who appeared to be following her. He pulled a hood over his head and went down another lane. She stopped a motorbike and got out of the place. As an afterthought, she made an audio of what she had witnessed in Zeela's room and sent it to one of their female teachers, asking her to safeguard it. The thugs planned to attack when her host was away for her night duty as a nurse. That evening, Clara, having a sense of foreboding, locked all the windows and stayed in the sweltering condition of the bedroom with an old rickety ceiling fan which blew nothing but the warm air. Once a while, she went from window to watch outside. Then a figure startled her right under the window. Acting swiftly, she moved to the living room. There was another man watching the house from the dark side of the security light. Soon, the one at the window joined him. She recognized the stalker from the morning. Quietly, Clara opened the back door and stealthily crept out. Fortunately, there was no wall to impede her escape, but she was spotted, and the chase began. In her flight, she picked 2 stones for self-defense. She went between the lanes, hoping she had lost her assailant. She prayed she would make it to the police station 500 meters away. Then right in front of her was one of the men. "Stop there," he barked. Clara carefully watched the man. He inched closer, and she saw the glint of a blade. She got scared. She had no idea what to do if the man became vicious. Closer and closer he came. She sprang to action as he also slashed the air with the knife. Clara struck him right across the face with a stone. He yelled and held his head, calling her unpleasant names. She hit him again and sped off. She would not take any chances with a thug and a knife. Unfortunately, her quick move met with the edge of the knife, and she bled profusely. She got to the police station and collapsed on a bench, gulping in air. The officers on duty instantly attended to her. Meanwhile, Margaret was relentless. They pressured the police to conduct a thorough investigation, including collecting forensic evidence from the scene of attack. Furthermore, Clara released her audio confession to the police. The evidence was damning. Clara described what she had witnessed, implicating Opata, Ben, and Jones. Armed with this new testimony, the boys were arraigned before court. Clara, now a key witness, was escorted by police throughout the trial. Her bravery inspired others to come forward, exposing corruption within the police force. Under intensive cross-examination, Ben broke down and confessed, exposing the entire plot. The boys were charged with multiple offenses, including taking harmful drugs, assault, and defilement. The trial revealed not only their guilt, but also systemic failures in the justice system. Inspector Kwaku faced an internal investigation for his initial inaction, and public outrage forced the police department to adopt stricter measures for handling cases of sexual violence, which was becoming rampant among the youth. Teenagers were taking sex for granted and causing pain to their victims. Zeela's courage became an inspiration for other victims of the three notorious boys to speak out. Margaret and Henry's relationship could not withstand the turmoil, leading to their separation. Zeela began her journey toward healing. She was assigned a clinical psychologist of the police department to take her through therapy. When another academic year began, she was transferred to another school to seek a fresh start. Everyone was surprised when Clara decided to join Zeela in the same school to be by her. A guardian angel indeed. The trauma may never fully fade, but Zeela resolved to forge ahead, determined not to let her past define her future.